Yep, I'm in there right now.
All right, it should be going.
And we are live.
All right, all right.
Woo!
What's up,
Welcome.
guys? Yeah, we are live. Here we go.
Welcome to the Thursday. I got to move my camera around here. What is it called? Networking and prospecting training.
No. It's the latest version of the Bob and Aaron show, or the Aaron and Bob show.
Exactly.
People seem to like us together. I don't know. They like it. So,
well, I think it's great because we are two different human beings. We have different personality types. So we're going to have different ideas, you know, on the same subject, but different ideas. So everybody gets a different kind of perspective. Because oftentimes you hear somebody say one thing, you're like, that's not really my style. I don't think I want to do it that way. Or you hear somebody else say, you have to do it this way. And then you hear someone else go, you have to do it this way. And you're going, which is the right one? Yep. The answer was whatever's right for you.
Yep. All right. I see us on the page. We're good to go there.
Beautiful.
And let's see. We're going to have fun tonight, Aaron. I've been looking forward to this. This is going to be fun.
Yeah, this is what we're going to be talking about today, you guys, or tonight for some of you. Today for me. I don't see us in the group yet, but anyway. So many of you have been taking part in the lead flow challenge, meaning you now have your very own lead magnet. So now what do you do? I know you've already gotten some training on this, but Bob and I are going to give you our 2 cents worth, just so that you have lots of ideas on how to promote your lead magnet. But what I also want to say is promoting is promoting. I don't care what you're promoting. You're going to be promoting it in the same way. And so once you learn how to promote one thing, you know how to promote everything, right? It's the same strategy, the same things you're going to be doing. So promoting is promoting. So I got a couple of notes here. I want to talk about the purpose of a lead magnet, because I always believe you need to know why you're doing something. You need that clarity. Because if you don't understand that, you're not going to follow through with it. If you don't know why you should have your own lead magnet, then you're unlikely to create one, and you're unlikely to promote it if you don't see the whole point. Why did I create this? So in my opinion, and Bob, you chime in if you have some other thoughts around this. In my opinion, you want to have a lead magnet, right? To build your email list. Right? You're building an email list. You're offering your audience something that they're interested in. They opt in, they put their name and email in, boom, they're on your email list. That's another tribe for you that you get to promote to, right? But here's the thing. A lead magnet is a filter. It's not just a funnel, but it's a filter. So picture this. You know this if you've been an MLSP for more than a day. You're building an audience of your target audience, the people who want what you promote. Then you're creating a lead magnet, a piece of value that they cannot resist, because you've created the perfect piece of value for that specific audience, right? And this builds your credibility. It builds your authority. It builds your influence. It builds that know, like, and trust factor, so that you can build relationships with some people out there and never even have a conversation with them, right? They think they've got a bit of a relationship with you because you've provided them with value and you've shown up, and they feel like they know, like, and trust you. And you have some influence with those people. I just dropped $7,000 2 weeks ago to do a thing with someone I've never even met. But here's the thing. I've been watching this person for 6 years. They have some influence and credibility and authority with me. So I could validate dropping that kind of money with that person. So it takes a while to create that credibility, that authority, that influence. But a lead magnet is going to help you, or a couple lead magnets over time is going to help you get there faster. What do you think, Bob?
Yes, and yes, and yes, all of it. I would only add that, at least for me, everything that I do, the whole goal for it is to get into some kind of a conversation,
Mhm.
right? So whether it's friend requesting and having conversations on Facebook or other social media platforms, the lead magnet, yes, build your email list, fantastic. And guess what? Your email is just another way to start conversations with people, right? You write your email list, you ask them to reply, and they start replying to you, and now you've got a conversation going on, right? So think of it, this is just another tool for you guys to have that will start more conversations. The best part of it is this is probably the first tool that you guys have. I would imagine that is your first attraction marketing tool, right? Before that, it's been all you going out talking to people. Well, now you're going to have people raising their hand saying, I want what you have. And now they're coming to you. And that's a big difference there. That changes the conversation drastically, right?
Yeah, you're filtering through the people to find out, if somebody opts in to get your lead magnet, this is somebody who's interested in what you have. So now that opens the door. I didn't finish my thought there. You're absolutely right, Bob. Now you get to continue that relationship and have a conversation with someone who's already interested in what you do and what you offer. So you're filtering through. So you're not having a million conversations with every Tom, Dick, and Harry. You're focusing in on finding the people who are actually interested in what you do and what you have on offer. So your lead magnet is a filter to find those people who are interested in what you have and what you do. It's a filter. It's a funnel and it's a filter.
Mm-hmm. I'm just monitoring the chat is very active over here on the page. A lot of people here. A lot of people are very excited about tonight, Erin. So
Cool.
No pressure. We better deliver.
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. So I just want to quickly check my notes here. Yeah, I got that. And then also one other point of doing the whole lead magnet thing is to make money. You can have upsells, right? Here's my free piece of value. Do you like this? Do you like this? You might really like this, which I'm now going to offer you. So you've seen when you've opted into people's lead magnets and it's to get that free PDF. And then suddenly there's that thing for $27. You've already opted in. That person has already broken through your barrier. Did you know that? Once you've already invested time and energy into something, and then somebody offers you something that is not very expensive, you're a million times more likely to buy it because you've already kind of spent the time and energy, right? And you're like, oh, it's $27. You buy the $27 thing, but wait, there's more. Now you can upgrade to $47 and get the recordings for life, right? Or the $97 thing or the $297 thing. So it's getting people in the door by offering them the free thing. So that's one way to do it, right? The free piece of value. And then you've got upsells. So that's one kind of funnel you can do. There's so many ways you can use funnels. I mean, to sell your product, give away samples. You're going to see a couple of the ideas. We're going to bring a few up. And I don't think Bob's seen these either. I like to look at things live for the first time with you guys, because then we can give you impressions.
Yep.
Right.
And so what I have seen is I have a couple of clients who I've seen theirs, and everybody, it seems like, has what James and Brian call consultation funnels, right? And the whole, so take a clue to that, guys, right? The whole reason that we're building this is to build your email list, but also to get people into a consultation. And I don't know about you, Erin, but when I was getting going and I didn't have much results, didn't have much going on, pretty much all my results came from conversations. So I think the consultation funnel is brilliant because it kind of formalizes it in a way and allows you to get into more conversations. And that's really the whole goal. That's really what you want out of these, because frankly, the money's in the conversations, at least until you build that reputation, like you said.
100%. And when you're in a consultation call, discovery call, strategy call, whatever you want to call it with someone, who has the authority in that conversation from the first second? You do. They opted in and scheduled a call with you. You already have all the authority. Now they're on the call and you're doing a call with somebody and you're offering a bit of value and you're asking them questions to find out what they need so that you can offer whatever it is you want to offer the person as a solution to what they need, right? You are the authority figure. It's like going into to see your doctor, right? Your doctor's going to ask you questions. You know, what are you here for? How long has this been bothering you? What have you done for it? Right? The doctor is the authority figure. All you're doing is answering them because you know that they're the authority figure.
Yeah. Yeah. So Aaron, before we start going through these individual ones, I just want to give people kind of a peek on how I always approach these things, and especially in my own funnels, right? It's like, so the first thing I think about, right? And this goes right back to day one of this current challenge. Who is your target market? Who is your ideal client? What does that avatar look like, right? Because that's important. Because when I look at a lead magnet, the first thing I'm looking for is what one or two things, what's the big promise of that lead magnet, right? What challenge or pain point is it having people overcome? And all these, there's at least one, sometimes more of these. So that's the first thing I kind of look at. And then from there, it kind of makes it much easier to promote it because you're not leading with, hey, get my free lead magnet, right? That's a weak promotion. Get my free lead magnet, because now you're blending in with everybody else who has a lead magnet. But when you're promoting it, if you're promoting it from a point of, hey, here's a pain point that I know most people have, and I got something that can take it away, would that interest you? That's much more powerful. So that's how I approach these things. I don't know how you do it.
So you're saying you're identifying a pain point.
Yeah, and what does that lead magnet solve?
Yeah.
Right? What's the big
Always.
promise? What is the big promise of it? Yeah.
That's marketing in one sentence. Identifying the pain point and offering a solution.
Yeah.
Because here's the reason behind that. I mean, it's simple psychology. People are likely to take any action, whether it be opt-in, buy, whatever, if they're not emotionally involved. This is why you're identifying the pain and you're tapping into that pain. Or why would somebody take any action if there's no pain to get rid of?
Right. So here's what most people are going to do with these lead magnets, Aaron. I'm predicting, right? Unless they watch our training. Most people are going to go onto Facebook or other social media platforms, and they're going to post, hey, you want mine? I got a new ebook. Do you want it? Right? And you show a picture of it and you're all proud of it, and you should be, right? You worked hard on it. And then what happens next depends on how much you've grown your audience and engaged with that audience over the last 90 days, right? If you've done a good job at it in the last 90 days, you're going to get a lot of people say, yeah, that's cool, because they know you a little bit. You're out there. Maybe you've talked to some of these people. If you haven't done a great job in the last 90 days, or if you're just starting, you may not get much response to it. And didn't mean you do anything wrong. Your lead magnet is fantastic. You just don't have the audience yet. So what we want to kind of show you today is, what else can you do besides just, hey, I got a new lead magnet. Do you want it? Is that fair, would you say?
Absolutely. Just saying, I just created this. You want it? If they don't see something in it for them, they will not take action, right? People are always asking themselves, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? If they can't determine that, you've lost their attention. All your copy, whether it be your description above your video, when you're offering your lead magnet, on your lead magnet, all of it must make the person go, oh my God, I need this. I need this lead magnet. It could change my life. I need to watch this video. It could change my life. If you're not accomplishing that, then you're missing out on a lot of attention. Do you ever read someone's copy and go, I got to stop everything right now and read this email, watch this video, download this PDF. That's because they're good copywriters and they're tapping into your pain. They got your attention. They earned your attention. You've got to earn people's attention. This is why it absolutely kills me to see people who take the time to go live or maybe create an ebook, and then not intrigue people enough to actually want it. If you're going live and you're not saying anything above that video that makes people go, I gotta watch this, no one's gonna watch it.
Right.
Unless you're Ray Higdon.
Right. And if you guys are new and you're thinking, oh my God, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that yet. That's okay. Take it, as Brian would say, breathe. You're okay. This is a skill. We're talking about promotion is a skill that you will get better at the more you do it. So this is a great time to get going and try a few things and see how they work. So what I really don't want to see you do is take your new shiny ebook and let it sit there, because that's a shame, because you don't really know what to do next. So that's what we're going to try to help you with in the next hour or so. And I'm ready to roll. Are you ready?
Yeah, absolutely. Just wanted to touch on one more thing. So watch what triggers you. Watch what messaging triggers you in marketing, in advertising. Even when you're driving down the highway and you look at a billboard and it creates something emotional in you, makes you think of something, it makes you feel a certain way. Why did it trigger you? Watch other people's copy and emails and all of that, and watch for what triggers you. Most people do not spend the time to figure out what triggers human beings. And you start with paying attention to what triggers you.
That's a great point. Yeah.
Easy as that.
That's a great point, because most times you are very representative of your target market, right?
Yeah. And if you read your own copy or you ask someone else to read it, like, how did this make you feel when you read this? And they're like, didn't make me feel nothing. Then you've got to put some more emotion in it and look to trigger people, right? What pain does your thing, your lead magnet, solve? That's what you're addressing, right? So that could be things like, do you ever feel like, imagine if you could, and boom, insert pain point. Yeah.
And that brings me to one more thing, that every time we play off each other so nicely, because you say something that triggers me and vice versa. You're talking a lot about selling with emotion, right? Even though maybe you're not, maybe I froze here. Hold on. My computer's been a little weird in this kind of Florida weather here, so I don't know if I froze.
Are you guys having storms?
Yeah.
Darn hurricanes.
Okay, I know. No, it's this time of year, this time of day, this time of year, we get it all the time. What I was saying is, it's much easier to elicit emotion with a video than it is with a written word. So if you guys get on video, if you're comfortable, or even if you're not, I encourage you to go for this, because when you're talking pain points, if someone can hear it in your voice, right, it's much more powerful than trying to elicit emotions with words. Words are clumsy. You have to be a pretty good wordsmith to elicit strong emotion with words. But video, they can hear it in your voice, or audio, even they can hear it in your voice. So that's just a little bit of a pro tip there. If you want to kind of go to the head of the class, do some of these promotions that we're going to talk about, do them on video, on Facebook Live or whatever, on a reel or something, whatever you want to do. But that's, I always try, when I'm promoting something, I always try to do at least some of it on video for that reason.
Fantastic advice. Absolutely. Because as Bob was just saying, you could express pain in your video. You can express joy in your video because you solved the problem and now you want to share the solution with people. You can elicit conviction in your video. Do you ever send a text to somebody and they like totally misunderstand what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they didn't hear your tonality. All of those things, they completely missed the emotion behind your text and they read into it and got something totally different out of it.
I was just texting my daughter this afternoon, and she texted back, "Why are you mad at me?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
People will read into things, and it's harder to do that. Well, people are going to read into things all the time because they're projecting, but it's harder for them to misread you when it's in video. And you've got to, you've got to put that emotion behind what you're saying if you're going to persuade anyone to take any action. And the truth is, it's not just always about sales. If you can't persuade them to take action, people would probably end up doing nothing to help themselves if somebody didn't inspire them or persuade them to take action to make changes.
Yeah.
So it's not just about making money, it's about helping people.
Yeah. Absolutely. Totally agree. So how do we proceed here, Aaron? Do you have the stuff teed up?
Yeah.
these examples?
I'm
Okay.
going to share my screen, and we're going to show a couple of amazing lead magnets that
In fact-
people in the challenge.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Awesome.
You guys see it? You guys see Aaron's screen okay?
Bianca Roberts.
Bianca, are you on? Maybe Bianca's on. Let's see if she's here. By the
That
way,
would be
guys,
cool.
don't forget, tag friends, tag your team to get on this training. And certainly if you're on here and you have not participated in this lead flow challenge, at least on the page here, the MSP Fed page, Brian has posted the link to this that is pinned to the top of the chat. So go ahead and sign up for that, because you get all the recordings. Okay, you get everything.
Yeah, beautiful.
Right,
That's
okay.
something you can have forever.
They see you. They see your screen.
Awesome. So we're going to bring up Bianca's lead magnet here. And so this is the first time Bob and I are, well, it's the first time I'm seeing it anyway.
Nice.
Again, I like to go at blind into things so that we can give you our impressions, and then we can give Bianca, but all of you, ideas on how to promote this. And of course, Bob and I will have different ideas. That's what's really cool about it. So she's got here apartment locator and real estate marketing coach. Boom, clear as a bell. Any doubt what Bianca does? Who she serves and how? Clarity of message. Sometimes people get so poetic in their copy that people are, I don't know what you do. It's pretty, it sounds lovely and all, but I really don't know what that means. This is clear. Apartment locator and real estate marketing coach. Okay, she's talking to people in the real estate industry. She's a coach, a marketing coach for people in the real estate industry. So attention, real estate agents. She's even got that. So then you go, oh crap, I'm an agent. Okay, I got to pay attention. That's actually like an embedded command, by the way. That's an embedded command, essentially. So if you're a real estate agent, you're going to like perk up. Oh, I'm a real estate agent. I guess I should pay attention. Interested in a career as an apartment locator? Did you know that when you ask a human being a question, they cannot help but answer it? They cannot help but answer it. That's why you ask questions in marketing, right? So then the answer is yes. If she's marketing this to her target audience, probably, 95% of people are going to go, yes, why, yes, I am. Right? And then she's got a video of her. Why? Create that know, like, and trust factor. Right? People need to see these details about you. Her earrings, the color of her lipstick, her hairstyle, the stuff in the background. Did you guys notice the stuff on the wall behind her? Do you think this is on purpose? She's got like degrees or, certifications and stuff like that back there. Credibility right there. So all the impressions that I've gotten from Bianca right now are all favorable. She's dressed. Some people, that's a whole other training, but she looks very professional is what I'm trying to say, right? That's giving people impression. She looks professional. She's got credibility, like coming out the yin yang here. And then it gives us the opportunity to know, like, and trust her in her video, right? And then she's got bright blue button there, show me. So what she's saying she's offering here is apartment locating career guide. Get my free attraction marketing guide for real estate agents, plus my TikTok secrets. Everybody knows how hot TikTok is. And an invite to my free Facebook group. Get yours now. Simple, simple. And then she's got the special complimentary consultation. Get a 30-minute complimentary, which means free, right? Consultation where I'll help you decide if being an apartment locator is right for you. What I really like about that sentence is it's casual. So it cuts down on resistance. Sometimes people are like, I don't want to get on a call with you because you're going to like hard sell me into something that I don't even know if I want to do. This is very casual, right? So it's less pressure. I like the vibe. It's a vibe. Would you agree with that, Bob?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that to me is one of the most powerful parts to this page, because if I'm looking at this now, I'm not an agent, so I'm not in that target market. But if I was, I'd be thinking like, gee, do I want to be an apartment locator? I don't know. And right here, Bianca comes along and says, I'm going to help you decide if it's right for you. Perfect. That sounds like a great conversation to have. So that is a great sentence, Bianca, if you're listening. That is a really, really attractive, like Erin said, low pressure kind of, hey, let's chat. And I'll let you know if it's right for you or not. So I love that part. The only thing I would maybe possibly improve, if you scroll up a little bit, Erin, on the green part on top there. What I was kind of looking for here, where it says apartment locating career guide, those bullet points are telling me what I get, but they don't really tell me what they'll do for me. And
so that you can.
Yeah, like I would like to maybe see, maybe there's not enough room, I don't know, but like attraction, this is my eyes, I can't read it. Attraction marketing guide for real estate agents. Okay, what will that do for me? Why would I want that? Why would I want to? What's the TikTok secret?
What's in it for me?
Yeah. So this is more of a, you get this, which is fine, but why? Why did you put that in there? How's that going to help me? So if you can somehow incorporate that into that picture, I think we just make it a little bit more powerful, but it's a really good page.
I'm actually curious about this. Even though I'm not in real estate, my curiosity is up. Interested in a career as an apartment locator. I didn't even know there was such a career.
Me either.
So I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit of a definition, something like, did you know there are millions of people struggling to find apartments? You could help them and earn a very sweet commission for doing so.
Yeah.
I don't know, Brian and Jim might totally disagree with this, you guys. This is just my thought.
Yeah, well, they asked us to give us our thoughts, so this is
Yeah. So in a way, if people who aren't already in the real estate world and know what an apartment locator is, she might attract people who are thinking of going into real estate, and now she's introduced a whole niche that she can help them on.
Yeah.
Right? Or someone who's just...
Sorry, could you scroll up a little bit more?
Up, yeah.
Okay, I'm just looking. Scroll down again for a sec. Sorry.
No.
Oh, because Barb Levitt, who's really good in English, and she's very good at grammar. She says it's complimentary with an E and not an I.
Compliment. Oh.
So may want to change that, Barb, Bianca. It's complimentary. And
Is it?
Yeah, yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Anyway, look it up, Bianca. See which one it is. It may not be correct.
Well, if we're going to talk grammar, an apostrophe after the me might be good too. Because right now, people might take it as show me Bianca.
Right,
Not show
yeah.
me Bianca, but show me Bianca. It's that whole, the grammar thing. Remember that sentence, the let's eat grandma?
Yeah.
With no comma in there. It's let's eat grandma. Like let's eat grandma for dinner. She's dinner. As opposed to let's eat grandma.
Yeah, exactly right.
I have a girlfriend who has this art blog, and she writes these blog posts that are probably 800 words, but there's not a stitch of grammar in there. I can't read them. I can't read them. So anyway, we're kind of nitpicking a little bit, but hey, this is why it's great to show your stuff to people and get feedback. Yeah, I didn't. I thought that's how you spelled complimentary or compliment. I think I've probably been spelling it wrong my entire life. Thank you, Barbara.
Somebody else just confirmed that it is complimentary. So yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know it either. So
yeah, I think I've been spelling it wrong my entire life. So this is great because this is right. This is building her credibility, her authority, all of that. She's done a great job with that, portraying that. Yeah. I also absolutely love the vibe with this. It's not over the top salesy kind of thing. I really like the vibe. And then of course, she's using this to get her consultations, which are going to lead to clients. So you get somebody on the call, you ask the questions to find out what they want, where they're at, what they're struggling with, and then you're offering them a solution with it, which of course for Bianca is going to be her coaching. Yeah. Hey, I happen to have a program for people just like you, Bob. Would you like to hear about it?
Yeah, when you put it like that, of course.
Boom! And then you talk about your program. That's how you do it.
Is there stuff at the bottom of this page, Aaron? If you could.
I'm sorry. I didn't. I thought that was the end. My bad.
I did too. So maybe that helps. Let's see.
Enter your best email address to get my social media strategy that helped me go viral and gain 6,000 new followers overnight, kickstarting my apartment locating business in less than 60 days. Beautiful. So now she's talking about how it'll help you, right? Discover how this little known work from home business can feed you endless buyer leads, pay you right now money, and help you build a strong referral base for future home buyer sales. Some good copy. Get an invitation to my private apartment locator Facebook group. Get my free real estate marketing guide that will show you the secret. I'm feeling some Brian Finale in this copy. Just standing out online so you can have buyers begging to get on your calendar. A lot of power words.
Okay, so forget about all my comments about the green box. This just answered it here. Yeah. And honestly, Aaron, when I'm promoting this, I would be really focusing in on just those points that those 2 or 3 points there that she said, what is this social media strategy going to do for them, right? What is the guide? What is that going to do? I would be focusing in on the pain points. For example, have you ever felt as a real estate agent, have you ever felt like you just blend in with everybody else and you just keep losing listings to people because they get there first or something, right? I don't know how that works, but let's say, right? My real estate marketing guide will help you solve that. This is what it did for me. This is what it can do for you. That's how I would promote this.
The messaging is very clear. And when the messaging is clear, what happens, just like when you ask people a question and they cannot help but answer it, when the messaging is clear like this, even us who aren't in real estate are now imagining our real estate calendars full.
Yeah.
You can't help but envision what this would do for you. You can't help envision you doing this. This is why people get shiny object syndrome and jump around, because they envision themselves doing that thing. Oh, now there's this thing. I can envision myself doing that. Oh, I can envision myself doing that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I would say something like, are you like me and you hate pounding the phones trying to get people's business to buy an apartment or rent an apartment? This guide will help you, blah, 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 right? That's where you go with it. You don't go out and say, hey, who wants my new apartment locator guide? Right? That's just, you might get some who you just happen to tap into that exact moment where they're thinking about it. But you got to really hit the pain points. That's what I think.
100%. 100%. That's the difference between good copy, effective copy, and not effective copy. Exactly. When you trigger people to take action.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm almost thinking I need to become a apartment locator person. She's
So,
got it.
Erin, so Erin, let me ask you, because you're really good at this too. How would you promote it? Not just the words, but where would you go to promote this?
All right. So if she's building an audience of real estate agents, right? Let's just talk about Facebook. So personally, I would be promoting this once a week on my timeline, right? Offering it on my timeline. I would probably make this my cover photo, right? So on a mobile device, people can't click on your cover photo, right? But let's just go over here. I'm just going to go to mine because I know I've got one. Ugh. Sorry, I get a million messages. Life is busy. So I just want to quickly go to my profile and show you. So I've got a cover photo because a lot of people are like, wait a minute, that doesn't work for me. On a mobile, right? This is my cover photo. I was promoting the lead flow challenge. On a cover photo, you can't click on it. But on a desktop, I've got click here to register, right? Somebody doesn't have to just click in that yellow box. You can click anywhere on the cover photo. Let's go over here. Click on it. It goes to the next page where you put your your copy, and the link. I've got the link to the challenge. I've got it 3 times. Hard to miss. So Bianca could create a cover photo, and you can say click here. And, you know, hopefully people realize that they can't do it on their mobile device, but we'll do it on, if they want it, if it's juicy enough copy, you know, they'll go on their desktop and click on it, where she can explain what it is. She can grab some of the general copy from her lead magnet, intrigue people enough to click on the link and download it. She could also put it in her intro.
Mm-hmm.
She absolutely could. Who she serves and how, and put the link to it.
Yeah.
She could also put it down here, something to click on. And then I would be doing let's go to Bianca's. Let's go to her profile.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
So it was Roberts, right? Bianca Roberts. Hopefully we can find her. There we are. Yay. All right. Check this out. Woo!
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah, look at that. That's so nice.
Damn. Yeah. Click for info. Okay. So here's her link. There's a world out there beyond traditional real estate. I would elaborate on this because this sentence here is not enough to intrigue me. Again, I'm asking myself, what's in it for me? And there's not enough there for me to go, oh my God, I have to click on this link. Beautiful dress, by the way. I love that. How professional looking is she? You're really creating the right impression for me anyway. It's working for me. So I would definitely elaborate on that. So going back, I personally would promote once a week for. Look at her. She's rocking. She's got links. That's great. So which one is this? Is this her lead magnet? Free download. Get my attraction marketing guide. She's done all the things we're saying to do.
Yeah, I think that's a different lead. Is that a different lead magnet or is that the same one?
Well, this is her. Oh yeah, attraction marketing guide for. Yeah, it's her guide.
Yeah,
that was offered in her lead magnet. So her lead magnet was offering the guide and the consultation.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
So
Great job. Great job.
Yeah, she's got it there. And here she's talking about, I presume, MLSP.
Yep. You might.
She's member of the month for May.
Oh, there we go. So that's pretty powerful. I don't know if I'd change that, but if you do, you could put a pinned post about your ebook as well in there, but that's the fact that you remember the month. I might want to keep that there for a while.
Yeah, that's pretty darn sweet. So she can promote. This is just what I would do. Promote it once a week on your timeline. Share that post into your Facebook stories. But really, she could promote this in her Facebook stories. Here's what I would do. I would create 5 different things to promote it in my Facebook stories. One could be a series of 7 different Facebook stories, all promoting this.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then you could do a 1-minute video talking about it and break that up into the 4 15-second clips.
Yep.
Share that in your Facebook stories. That one video, up to a minute, boom, you put it in your reels. And write the text on her reel, she can say, link is in the comments. In her description for her reel, she could say, link is in the comments. Then she can post it and go and put the link to her lead magnet right there in the comments for reels. For reels. So that's Facebook stories. And the thing is too, is I'm really working on this, creating like 5 different ways to do it in Facebook stories, because you save those and you can use them over and over and over and over again. So she could create like 5 or 10 different ways. You all can be doing this for everything, and then mix it up every second day, every third day. Choose one of those things, promote your lead magnet in Facebook stories. You get to be way more promotional in your Facebook stories. You just want to make sure it's not all business, right? You want to be mixing it up.
Aaron, does reels work the same way? Can you save your reels as well?
Well, you could always, oh, that's a good question. With like the copy on the text on it kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know the answer to that.
I can't remember. That's a good question, but you can at least create the video.
Right.
And save it in your phone and repost it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get in the habit, I'm really trying to do this, you guys, just throughout my day, just start banging out 1-minute videos for Facebook Reels, stories, TikToks, all of it. She's on TikTok.
Yeah.
All of that stuff. Right. And then she could also be promoting it by promoting, her free Facebook group. She could make people like, how you can set up questions for people. They have to answer the questions to get into the group. One of the things would be download my free guide to help you blah, 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 so that you can blah, blah, blah without blah, blah, blahing. And that's like a thing they need to do to get into your group. And then you can also offer it, have it in the pin post in your group. She could also offer this in the groups where she's allowed to do it. And that's getting harder and harder to do now. Most of the private groups don't allow you to self-promote. But if she can find a group where a lot of real estate agents are hanging out and she's allowed to offer it, boom, go for it.
Yeah. The other thing she could do, because I agree with you, it's getting harder and harder to find groups that let you do that. But if you got into a group, let's say a real estate agent group or something similar that you're kind of been in, and maybe they know you a little bit. If you put a post in there, something like, "Hey, what are your guys' opinion about a career as a apartment locator?" and see how much that generates, and then reach out to people from there. That could be another strategy. But I agree with you. It's hard to find quality groups that let you do that. They just let you just post a link to it and stuff. I don't think of any good private groups that are like that at all. So you have to go back. You have to go about that in a different way. You have to come from a place of value, right? Maybe even go in these groups and say, "Here's my best 3 tips for a career as apartment locator." Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Right.
And get people engaging on your post.
Right. Exactly.
And then reaching out to those people, friending them, and offering your lead magnet.
Exactly. Yeah. So you covered the whole gamut. You didn't leave me anything.
No, I really like your group idea though. So it's
No.
not necessarily just flat out offering your lead magnet in that group. It's more about asking questions, just curious, how many of you are apartment locators in this group?
Right.
Right? Or as Bob said, 3 tips if you are an apartment locator or want to become an apartment locator. Again, it's filtering through the people. And also, if Bianca goes in that group where real estate agents are hanging out and says, 3 tips too, people are like, oh, who's this gal? And of course, she's giving such an amazing impression of herself. Many people are going to go to her profile. So let's just say I see Bianca in that group, right? Who is this gal? I'm going to go to her profile. I'm reading her cover photo. I'm picking up her vibe, right? I see this. Maybe I click on this. I take action on that. I'm scrolling through. I click on this link. Oh my God, I just downloaded her guide, right? I'm learning about her. Then I'm seeing this. She's member of the month. Then the next post is maybe she's promoting her lead magnet, right? Like, think about what happens when you bring people over to your profile.
Yeah.
I love this.
Always think that. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. She's apartment locator on TikTok.
There you go.
I'm trying to see something. Okay, clarity of message. I don't know what that means.
I take that as she was testing something, but
Yeah.
yeah.
People
Whatever.
should understand what you're posting, like why you're posting it, like in half a second. That one's a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
Great. This is giving people a little bit of inside info on her, right? She's a believer. Sorry, we're not doing file reviews, are we? I can't help myself, Bob.
Yeah, but it's a great point, Aaron, because you guys always go back to your profile periodically and look at it from a fresh set of eyes, right? As if you just came upon it for the first time. I was with a client today, had a really nice profile. She'd worked really hard on it. I could tell it was great. And we were scrolling down some of her posts to critique them. And boom, she'd gotten tagged by somebody, and her and 70 other people, she'd gotten tagged. And this kind of spammy looking post was sitting right in the middle of her profile. And, maybe nobody takes a second to see that it wasn't really her post, but they associate it with her because it's there. So, she had to take that off. So you always want to come back to your profile and, does it look fine? What do the posts look like? What kind of message am I giving with my profile, right? Am I positioning myself well? Because a lot of people complain, well, all I do is get pitched. And we've talked about this. The reason you're getting pitched is that your profile is weak. That's usually the reason why people pitch you. So, and you don't have to have all the accolades that Bianca had, but do the best you can to put your best foot forward on your profile, and the pitches will go down.
100%. I'm going to bet Bianca doesn't get pitched very much because of the impression she's giving people, right? If people look at you as prospecting up, that takes courage. Like, most people are not able to prospect up. Like, they just don't have the courage to do it. So when you make people think by them pitching you, that would be prospecting up, you're going to get prospected or pitched a lot less.
Yeah. Yep.
Boom.
Bianca, if you're watching, fantastic job of this. Really.
Yes, absolutely. And then, of course, she can offer her lead magnet in conversations. Anytime somebody is in real estate, you can say, you know what? I created this amazing guide for people, blah, 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 to blah, 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 so they can blah, blah, blah. Do you want it? Just casual. You don't have to do the whole pitchy thing. Like, I see we're like-minded people. We're both in real estate. Talk to them as a friend. I created this guide. Do you want it? Would this be of value to you? I prefer casual language over something that sounds like a pitch any day.
Sure.
I would rather say, do you want it? As opposed to like, would this be of value to you?
Yeah.
I don't speak that way in real life. Do you want it?
I hope not.
You know, do you want to go out for dinner, as opposed to, would this be of value to you if we went for dinner? Try that, asking someone out, see how that
Oh,
goes.
that's so funny. That's hilarious.
I've just learned that the more casual, more friendly the languaging is, the better results you get, because it doesn't create resistance in people.
Yep. Yep. Because
Should go on to-
they're so used to seeing the other kind of language. You blend in. So when you come at it from a casual standpoint, they're like, what, wait, what? Yeah, it's like you're interrupting them from their usual stuff they see.
Pattern interrupt.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Should we go on to the next one?
Yeah, guys. So while she's teeing this next one up, any questions you have, throw them in the chat, either in a group or the Facebook page, wherever you are, and we'll do our best. The chat goes by pretty fast. So if you had a question before, repost it so I can see it.
Yeah, Barbara's commenting there. Thank you, Barbara. So Bob was talking about his client who had someone post on her timeline. You can go into your settings where you can change that so that you have to approve posts. People, random people just can't post on your timeline. You have to, if they do, you have to approve it first.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh, we can't do Anthony. See, forget him. Go to the next one.
All right, let's move this stuff around. Anthony Detry. I've got to point out again, the energy that Anthony shows up with is just so attractive. Like, this guy does not look like a serial killer or anything. Right? Like, he has such great energy that people are going to be drawn from him. If you have personality, bring it. Absolutely. Attract more leads and sales via social for free. Could that be any more clear?
Yep. Perfect.
Free PDF download, 6-page paint by numbers. Another way of saying step by step. People like that, right? You're making it sound as easy as possible. Cheat sheet. Nothing's easier than cheating. 6-page paint by numbers cheat sheet reveals, another power word, 5 tips to turn your profile into a lead generating and sales converting machine. Very sexy language. Very sexy.
Sounds like Mr. Finale too, right?
I'm going to ask your opinion on this. Sorry, what did you just say there, Bob?
It sounds like Mr. Finale.
Yeah. I'm going to ask your opinion on this one, Bob, and see if you agree with me. While this is really great here, I personally wouldn't, if I was promoting it on my profile, I wouldn't go and say exactly this.
No.
Now, why is that? Because when you're posting on your profile, you're talking to your friends. Casual languaging, right? If it sounds kind of salesy, like this is absolutely fine here. But Anthony would get more of a reaction out of me if he was talking to me as a friend, right? Still tapping into my pain points and offering me a solution, but slightly more casual language. Like what? Let's see. Let's see. 5 tips to turn your profile into lead generating sales. Hey, I've got a cheat sheet to help you. I've got a cheat sheet for you. It's 5 tips to help you turn your profile into a lead generating machine. And then I would put some emojis, like funny emojis or whatever, like making it casual. You know, if you're building an online business, I think this could totally help you out. Like, you see how it's just like more friendly languaging. What do you think, Bob?
Yeah, I would, using my language, I'd probably say something like, hey guys, your Facebook profile can either work for you or against you in your business. I have this cheat sheet that will give you 5 ways to make sure your profile is optimized for your business. I wouldn't use lead generating sales for converting machine. That's fine on a page like this, where you're trying to get the click, but you're not trying to get a click in a conversation. You're trying to get your point across.
Yeah.
And if you're talking this kind of language, they've probably turned you off.
Yep.
At least in my experience.
Or if I was going to use that, I would make it sound funny. Like that's why I was saying, like the emojis or whatever, just almost like as a joke. I totally agree, Bob. Totally agree. So while it works here, you want to be a little more casual on your profile. If you were to go and drop this in a bunch of spammy groups, you could use this languaging.
Yeah.
You could copy and paste this really in the spammy groups. Now I find, here's my opinion on the spammy groups. They don't do much. I find they don't really get you a lot of leads because people just go in there and drop their link and get out. Or like I've deleted all these groups. I went through, I spent like an hour going through these spammy groups and they're just so weird. The stuff that's posting in there, like giant anacondas eating people and stuff. It's like, why is this person putting this video in here? Like, it's just the weirdest stuff.
Well, yeah. Now, in the ones I'm in, they've turned into some kind of weird Facebook marketplace thing where people are just selling random stuff in these groups. It's weird.
Yeah. The only reason really I would say take this and go and share it in a bunch of spammy groups or the Wednesday webinar or a system campaign is because when people check their notifications and they see Anthony has shared in 10 groups, that can intrigue people and go, oh, well, what did Anthony share in there? And then click on the notification. Now they're in that group and they see what Anthony shared. And as they're friends with Anthony, because they got the notification, there's a good chance that they'll click on it and download it. So
Yeah.
that's one reason to occasionally share in the spammy groups.
Yeah. And I'm watching the chat here. Anthony is kind of reworking his post too. He said, having trouble marketing and building an audience on Facebook, you need to make sure your profile page is optimized to attract and not unknowingly repel people from your page. That is really powerful.
Yeah.
Unknowingly repel. Like, oh, am I doing that? Maybe I'm doing that. I better check. That's excellent.
Would rather attract than repel.
And I like the word
his cheat sheet.
I like the word unknowingly. Right? Like that says to me, like, oh, maybe I'm doing that and I don't realize it. Let me go check out his sheet. That I love that copy, Anthony. Use that.
Yeah, that's great. It's more casual than this. Yeah. So I love this. Here's a video of Anthony. Now, do we like Anthony already before I've even heard a word out of his mouth? You do. You know you like this guy. How could you not? You'd have to be dead not to like this man. Right? Because of his energy, he's smiling. Love his t-shirt. He's got the background with all the superhero stuff. We're getting an impression of him. Right? And then of course you watch the video and in 54 seconds, you get to make sure you like and trust this guy. Right? And then complimentary. Everyone's spelling it that way. Are we sure this isn't the right spelling?
All right. I'm going to look it up while you talk. Keep talking.
I think this is the right spelling. Okay, so he's get a complimentary 15-minute consultation and Facebook audit to implement what you will learn in this PDF and make sure you're doing it right. Very clear. Here's the deal. When people, they have to understand exactly what you're saying the first time they read the sentence. If they have to go back and read it again, you've lost them because they won't go back and read it again. So I always say, if a 4-year-old can read that and understand perfectly what you're trying to say, then you're good. If a 4-year-old can't figure it out, then you need to dumb it down. I remember taking a course from this copywriter, and he said the biggest issue, like really good, like good copywriters have, is their copy will be too complicated. And then when he tells them to dumb it down, they'll dumb it down to like a level of 3. He goes, but you really need to dumb it down to a level of 0. It should be so clear and so smooth that you can easily read it and boom, understand exactly what the person's saying. So,
Okay, I have a verdict now. So complementary with an E means serving to complete or supply mutual needs. So the two things complete each other. Complementary with an I means given free as a courtesy. So it is with an I. Sorry, Barbara Hewitt, you're wrong.
just depends what you're trying to say. But yeah, in this case, okay, cool.
Yeah, in this case, yeah. Now, Barbara's really good at grammar. Like she's one of my go-to people for grammar. So, but I think in this case, you're not correct.
All right. So none of you have to change your lead magnets.
Yeah, right. And mine too, which are all the same way.
So what you will discover inside this cheat sheet, $49 value, the social media loophole, power word, to capture, power word, your prospect's email address with your profile pic. Ooh, because that makes it sound so easy. Hey, I could do that. I could change my profile pic.
Mm-hmm.
My messenger exposure hack, power word, to get red hot leads to ask you about your business. A 3-letter word to get autopilot customers and sales. So this is an embedded command, you guys. Get automated customers and sales. Okay. That's why oftentimes you'll see buy now, or in NLP, it's by now, you might be thinking blah, blah, blah. But then there's buy now, B-U-Y. Either way, they're hearing buy now. Anyway, that's a whole other training there. So to get autopilot customers and sales via your social media profile for free. Free is a really good word in marketing. Get free instant access.
Yeah,
Professional copywriting here.
He's got the pain points right there.
Yeah.
Those are exactly the ones I would use. Like, I love the loophole. Loophole's a great word to use. And you could say something, you know, are you sick of, are you really tired of trying all these different things to get people's email addresses to build your list? Well, what if there was a social media loophole where you could do it with your profile picture? Right? I would say, show me that. Right?
Yeah.
Are you really tired of chasing people? Like, are you just sick and tired of chasing your prospects around and feeling like this, you know, this spammer or whatever you want to say, right? What if there was an exposure hack that would attract people to you, so you didn't have to do that anymore? You know, so Anthony, your pain points are here, but just change the wording around, ask questions. That's the way I would promote this. And one thing, Aaron, I'll just say one thing about his video, and this is picky, and maybe not everybody agrees with this, but I've been doing a lot of work with Mark Harbert about my videos. And one of the things that he pointed out to me is the more stuff you have in your background, the less they're going to hear what you say. So my problem, right? I have this bookcase behind me, and I've had this happen where I'm given this, what I think is a great live video, and I look into the comments, they're going, what does that book say behind you?
Right.
What books are in your bookcase? I'm like, you're not listening to me, right? So that's just one thing to consider. I love the background, but like I noticed, if you played this, I would still be looking to see in his background what's there.
Yeah. You know, you've got a really strong point there. And if it's someone who's into superheroes, which is like, you know, every dude, now they're going, oh, that's such and such character, and that's
right.
Such and such character, and that's
what I was doing. That's exactly what I was doing.
I think you've got a real point. So how's my background working?
It's too small now. I can't see it, but
I got nothing back there.
Oh, then that's perfect. That's what you want. So I'm changing my videos to like a pure white background. That's what I'm doing.
I think you've got a really good point there. Sorry, Anthony.
I mean, yeah, it's up to him. He's the owner of the business. He can change it if he wants to change it. But I was just throwing it out there because that's one thing that Mark has pointed out to me.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, I like it because it shows you what he's into and all of that. So what if you just had like a couple of things?
Well, I'm curious, if you play that video, is that just the this placeholder, or is that actually what it comes out? Okay, so it is the actual video, yeah.
We just can't hear it because I'm all plugged in over here.
Right. But it would, I mean, to make that like your thumbnail to put on top as a placeholder to show that would be cool. And if you click play, maybe he's in a different background or something like that. Because it does
That's a
show
good idea.
about him, right? It shows him. It shows his
Yeah.
personality, and it's even got his profile profit cheat sheet book in the background.
I know.
Nice touch, Anthony. Nice touch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you've got a point there. For sure. Okay, let's go on. I noticed this gal, Darlene's got the same one. So it's the same copy here. Let's just see if there's anything different about it.
So would you change promoting anything about this as compared to Bianca's, except for obviously the groups would be different, but I
to the promotional bit. No, promoting is promoting.
Yeah.
But of course it is going to be a different group for sure.
Right.
Promote, cover photo, intro, bio, in conversations, promoting it, do a reel, create 5 different reels to promote the same thing. Or, I mean, really with a reel, like a 1-minute video, you could just ramble that out when you're out walking in your yard or whatever. Hey, I created this, blah, blah, but watch your copy. All the same ways: Facebook Reels, Facebook Stories, your profile, conversations. Of course, you could do it differently in a group by being in a group where it's all online marketers. Again, as Bob was saying, be the one providing value to get those conversations going, to get people going over to check you out, going to your profile, where they then see your lead magnet.
Yeah. And I would just add, going back to what Erin said in the very beginning, if you ask yourself, why would I want this cheat sheet? If I just saw this, what would attract me to it? And go from there, because there's a good chance other people will be attracted to the very same things.
Yeah, I like how simple they're making it. It seems like these things everyone could do.
Yeah.
So here she's promoting her Facebook group, special bonus private group. Special bonus, ongoing access to a VIP Facebook group for parents of kids on the spectrum. Discover a community of parents who are exchanging ideas to best support and develop kids on the spectrum. So that's autism, correct? Does everybody know what kids on the spectrum mean? I guess they would if they had a child on the spectrum,
I think
right?
the people in that, yes,
Okay.
they would understand that.
So it's specific language for those parents. Okay. Join my free Facebook group. Great. I love it. And then it's the same copy here. Fantastic.
And
same thing, Darlene. Promote the same way.
I just want to point one thing, and maybe I'm missing it. So tell me. To me, there's a little bit of a lack of congruency between the offer, which is the cheat sheet, and the private group, which is a support group for parents of kids on the spectrum. Am I missing something?
Yeah, I see what you mean. She's wanting to talk to her target audience.
Right. I mean, it could be just a simple changing in that sentence there under where it says special bonus. I assume it's a Facebook group. Maybe I'm wrong, but is it a Facebook group for?
Oh, you're right. This is just for parents dealing with kids on the spectrum.
Yeah,
it doesn't have anything to do with marketing.
Right.
This is 2 different lead magnets.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This is 2 different lead magnets. I would do a separate lead magnet for this and provide some value. 5 things you can do for your child who is on the spectrum to make life easier and less stressful.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Now if her target market are marketers who have kids on the spectrum, so they have the additional thing going on in their life, you could combine the 2, but you've got to kind of state it somewhere where, especially in this private bonus group, attention affiliate network marketers who have kids on the spectrum, this group and this cheat sheet will save you a lot of time and really, help you grow your business without you always having to be there or something.
That's how you tie it together.
Something
I
in that
agree.
way. Yeah.
Because I was thinking from reading this, you guys, so I missed, if that's what her group is marketing, helping parents with kids on the spectrum, but it's marketing too, then I missed that in this. I looked at this as a completely different topic, right? Like this is marketing, and then this is a group just with parents helping their kids, like a completely separate thing.
And it could be that. I don't know. Who did this?
This is Darlene Williams.
Darlene, are you on by any chance? Maybe you can help clarify it if you're on.
Yeah, I agree with Bob. If you're helping parents who have kids on the spectrum, you're helping them build a business, then you've got to tie the two together. Because right now it looks like two different things. I agree with Bob.
Yeah, maybe it's be a matter that she's so close to it that she forgot to put it in there. Right? That happens sometimes.
A lot of times people kind of like, we know it, so we almost expect other people to know what we're thinking, right?
Right.
Like,
right.
you don't know I do this, right? So you're always talking to the person who does not know you from Adam.
Okay, Darlene's on.
That's right.
Darlene, can you clarify, is your special bonus private group, is that for marketers of parents who are parents of kids on the spectrum, or is that just your Facebook group for the parents of kids on the spectrum? She said, will do, thanks. So I'm not sure, maybe she'll answer it in a minute, but.
Yeah, that would be good to get clarity on that one.
Yeah, I think she got the point. She understands it.
Yeah, connect them. Again, clarity of messaging. It's everything.
Yeah, Barbara's still voting for her complimentary, so I don't know. I think probably you could use either one because I don't think anybody really knows. Barbara's better at grammar than me, so I hate to say she's wrong because I don't know if she's wrong, but I don't think we have to worry too much about it. But Barbara, you can make your case to me privately, and we'll go out. We'll talk about it.
We'll have a dispute. So this is Janice's lead magnet. We are on a mission to introduce millions of people to the cruising vacation lifestyle while saving them money and making it easy for them to plan their holiday. That's great. That's very clear. So what do people want? They want to save time, save money, make money, and make things easier. Right? Like those are the 4 things people want. And they want to be happy. 5 things. And they want to be happy. Right? So you're hitting on a lot of that. So you're making it all sexy. Cruising vacation lifestyle. While saving money. People want to save money and making it easy for them to plan their holidays. God knows that can be labor intensive.
Oh, yeah.
So you're hitting some pain points there. Join the club. See the world for a fraction of the cost. Woo, okay. Never overpay for travel again. Amazing deals to the best destinations. But the clarity here. Start saving today. Sign up free. Takes less than 60 seconds. We do the hard work for you. Your most enjoyable family vacations, faster and affordable. Exceptionally low fares. Throughout our membership, you can access thousands of cruises and exclusive cruises at prices not available outside our exclusive invitation. Ooh, very sexy word, power word, exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Very good word. Makes people feel special. That's why VIP. I want to be a VIP. Right? That is the hierarchy of, what was the name of the person? The hierarchy? Status is the big one. It's right up at the top.
Maslow, right?
Yes. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Great itineraries. Did you know that there are cruises that sail to just about every corner of the globe? Ooh, where did my brain go? My brain just went to Antarctica. I just envisioned myself on a cruise in Antarctica seeing penguins. So she created that image in my head. You probably all thought of, imagined yourself on a cruise in some place, right? Highly rated cruise lines. We don't believe in sacrificing comfort for cost. So we only share deals from the best cruise lines. This is fantastic. So excited to see you here. And there she is, looking amazing. Of course, we get to know, like, and trust Janice. We get to see she's a real person. Hi, I'm Janice. Okay, so here's when she introduces herself. Welcome. Every day I wake up with one goal in mind. How can I help other people travel better for less? It's my mission now to help travelers like you to realize their travel dreams. Let me show you how to cruise for less, cruise for free, get paid to cruise. Oh my God, this is sexy. Click here. A+.
Really well done.
A+. I got nothing to criticize on this one.
I would only say one thing, and I'm not even sure if she should add it, but I know from the people that I talk to who like cruises or who would potentially go on cruises are a little bit scared to go on cruises right now post-COVID. So I don't know if you could create a little cheat sheet on your 3 or 4 or 5 best tips related to cruising post-COVID. That would throw me over if you gave me that. And I don't think I'm alone in this. I think other people are a little bit leery of cruising right now. And in 6 months, maybe this isn't an issue. It may not be a problem. But I'm just saying right now, that would be something that would throw me over into getting this deal. If she could give me some kind of tips on what to avoid, what things to do, what to bring, what to be prepared for, all of that would probably make me want to go on a cruise.
Maybe. Or if I wasn't thinking of COVID, I am now.
Well, I didn't, and it's so hard because it's a transitory thing, I think. And it's just, I know that right now it's on, like, I have family members who are very hesitant to go on cruises because they're envisioning getting on a boat, and getting COVID and then being dropped off somewhere in a far off location they can't get home. That's what people think about. So if you want to throw in anything here to entice more, I would say that would probably do it, but it isn't necessary.
Yeah, that's a good one, because you're almost like, I know, I don't like to put things in people's minds either. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one. I'm not sure what the best answer for that one is.
I don't know either. I just know what's going on to friends of mine, what they're thinking about.
Yeah. But this is beautiful.
This is a really beautiful page.
It really is. I think you've absolutely nailed it. Yep. And again, how is Janice going to promote this? I would be talking a lot about cruising on your timeline, like providing value on your profile. I would be doing that at least once a week. 10 items to bring on your cruise. The 5 most desirable cruising locations, right? Or asking questions, have you ever been on a cruise? Think about when you guys, like, when you ask questions around the thing you promote, then when people respond, those are all conversations you get to have about the thing, right? Have you ever been on a cruise? And you get people to engage, and then that opens the door for conversations, right? Money is in Messenger, getting the conversations going. So, and what else could she ask? Like, as an engagement post around this, have you ever been on a cruise, and what was your favorite cruise? What was your favorite cruise destination? Get people talking about cruise, and that's filtering through. And then everybody, you can have a conversation with all those people, and I'd be offering this lead magnet to everybody who seems interested.
Yeah. The other thing yes, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, you chit chat about what their comment was and about cruising, and then you offer the lead magnet.
Yeah. The other thing that you could do is post about your trip, your cruises that you took using this service. Oh, this is a picture back, in 2018 when we took a cruise to Alaska. Never thought I could afford that kind of cruise. Boom, just leave it like that, right? Or if you haven't, if maybe you're new to the company, if you haven't taken any of these deals yet, I'm sure the company gives you examples of testimonials of people who've used the service and love it. So you could talk about them too. So stories are way better than anything else I've ever seen.
Yeah, absolutely. And then of course there's all the travel groups on Facebook. There are so many travel groups, not just cruising, but travel groups too, right?
Yeah.
So again, it's about connecting with people, bringing them to your profile, having the conversation, and making offers. So same deal, you could create 5 almost different like campaigns to promote this lead magnet and share in your Facebook stories every second, every third day. Post about it once a week on your timeline. Could create reels. Put the link right in the comments. Get it out there. You got to get, you guys, now that you've created a lead magnet, you've got to get it out there. Don't make it all pointless.
Yeah. And be educational, right? Give people, 5 tips for saving money when cruising, right? And make one of those tips joining a company like this, joining a package like this, a travel club, right? That could be one of your tips. 3 tips around more easily planning your holidays.
5 tips,
right?
5 tips to make sure you choose the right cruise line so that you're not disappointed and waste your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be Mrs. Cruise Lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be the cruise guru.
The three most common ways that your cost of cruises get run up that you don't even realize, right? Just be the person who educates people around cruises.
Yeah.
Then you go from just being a flat out promoter, pitching your thing, to actually giving people some value, and you can create it in such a way where you're leading people into the conversation.
Yeah. It's all about getting that conversation going. And the minute you offer in a conversation, if you're offering a lead magnet in a conversation and they say yes, they're interested in the thing. So don't just leave it there. So let's say this was my lead magnet, right? And Bob and I are having a conversation and I offer this to Bob and he goes, sure, yeah, I'd like that. I'm not just going to leave it at giving him the link and then, well, bye. I'm going to give him the link, but then I'm going to carry on the conversation with Bob, right? I'm going to ask questions like, are you and your wife thinking about a vacation anytime soon? Like, you want to carry on the conversation. If not that day, follow up.
Absolutely.
Follow up, right? Because here's the thing a lot of people do. They don't follow up. So this happens a lot. When I made this connection, you guys, it kind of blew my mind. So let's say I give this lead magnet to Bob and he sees this part too, right? Where he can make money, right? He can make money by promoting these as well. There's a business opportunity here. Bob might be going, I'm intrigued by that. Maybe I should think about doing that. But if I don't follow up with Bob, did you know what most people do? They're like, oh, she never even followed up with me. I guess she doesn't want to help me make money with this. I guess she doesn't want to work together. She didn't bother to follow up. So here, a lot of us are like, we don't want to follow up because we don't want to come across as pushy. But then the other person's going, why didn't they follow up? I thought they said they wanted to help me and then they left me hanging. They didn't even follow up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Totally agree. And if you feel at all funny about it, the line I use all the time is I will follow up the next day and say, hey, just following up to be sure you're able to get my guide, because technology sometimes doesn't work the way we want it to. So now you're just being helpful, making sure, because just because you give the link to somebody doesn't mean they're going to get your guide. Lots of times they'll mean to do it, but they'll get disrupted. They'll get pulled away by something. Their kids will start crying, something, and they'll forget. So you maybe just by you going back and reminding them the next day, oh yeah, I want to do that. Oh yeah, got it. So that's the way you can almost double your opt-ins doing that.
And sometimes things don't open well on a mobile, or things won't open on a desktop if people are using a different browser. For example, if you're using DuckDuckGo, like if I click on this and I have DuckDuckGo, okay, not with that one. Okay, it's not happening here, but most times when I opt into something on DuckDuckGo, an error comes up.
Yeah.
And you actually have to cross that out and then click on the opt-in button again, and it goes through. So a lot of people don't know that. So then they're sitting there going, no, I didn't download your thing because it came up as error. So if you follow up going, just wanted to make sure you were able to access that guide, right? That you didn't have any tech issues. And then, well, actually, Bob, I clicked on it and it said error. So no, I didn't download it. Now we're talking about your thing. So even mess ups, like technical difficulties, give you a reason to follow up with the person. It gives you permission, really, to further that conversation.
Exactly. Just Darlene, just the one before this, where Darlene's had the Facebook group, she says it is for marketers and parents who have kids on the spectrum. So I think just clear up that copy a little bit, Darlene, just to make that clear.
My VIP group for
home business owners.
Home business owners / parents of kids on the spectrum. I would tie them together. I agree.
Yeah.
For parents in the home business industry who have kids on the spectrum.
Perfect.
For parents in the home business industry who have kids on the spectrum. Now it's tied together. Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff. Just a little tweak, Darlene. That's all it is.
Yep. And it ties it together. Now it makes sense. Now it totally makes sense. Clarity. Sometimes we're so afraid to actually say what we want to say that we almost make it ambiguous, and then people, like, I remember when I started my business and learning about attraction marketing, it's like, well, I can't talk about my company. So you're almost like looking for a way around talking about it, right? I hope people figure out what I'm really trying to say. Well, they're not going to, because people are lazy. They're not going to take the time, but they're moving on to other things, right? You got like 2.5 seconds to grab people's attention. And once I made that realization, I just started flat out using words like, thank you, best attraction marketing, training and marketing platform in the world.
There you go.
Or thank you, best network marketing company, or whatever, like clarity.
Yep. Guys, you got any questions, drop them in the comments for us so we can see them before we jump off. Because we're here to answer any questions you have. See if there's a little bit of delay, so that might take a minute.
Yeah, any questions, guys?
Darlene says,
I'm going out for dinner tonight with a client.
Good for you.
Yeah, secret. She lives like 15 minutes away from me.
Nice.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I actually have a coaching client from OSP who turns out she lives down the street.
Right. That's too cool.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Too cool. Oh, you are so welcome, Darlene. I hope that makes sense for you.
Yeah, I don't see any more questions. I guess we either did a really good job of educating or confusing them. I'm not sure which.
And if you're sitting there going, well, should I do this to promote it? The answer is yes.
Yeah, just do something.
Do it. Just do it. If you're not sure if it's the right thing, you do it. And you just tweak and get better and better rather than not doing anything.
Right. And we gave you, Erin especially laid out an entire kind of strategy for you to promote your lead magnets, do you have to do all of it? No, but do some of it.
Yes, you do.
Well, okay. But if you can't do all of it, do one thing, do two things, right? Do something to get it out there, and then tweak as you go, and then add to it. If you don't want to do it all at one time, add to what you're doing. Just keep going, because like we said in the beginning, this is a skill.
Yep.
This takes a long time. You know, some of us takes a long time to really perfect this skill. But the great thing is you don't have to be perfect at it to make money. You just have to be good at it, which you will be if you start doing it.
Yeah. You have to be good at implementing it, taking action rather than making everything perfect. Exactly. And you're not doing all of these ways to promote it every single day.
Yep.
But you could be promoting it every day somehow. One day you do a reel, next day you do it in stories, next day you do it on your profile.
Yep.
Right? Make sure maybe you're offering it to say 2-3 people a day in conversations. And don't forget the other one. Bob touched on this in the very beginning. Go live. Teach something, like the Posting for Profits cheat sheet. Talk about your profile, something about your profile, give some value on it, and then offer your cheat sheet. And that's one thing about doing video is you get to have a call to action like every video.
Yeah. It's getting kind of longer time. Sarah's asking if we can look at hers. Do we have time for that?
I don't have the link to yours, so Sarah. We are at 90 or just over 90 minutes here. Maybe we'll do that next time.
Okay.
Well, how are we for time?
It's 90 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, I don't have your link though, Sarah. Maybe we'll save it for next time. We can always do another training like this. It's almost like doing profile reviews, right? Lead magnet reviews.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Next time Aaron and I come on, we'll be happy to take a look at it, Sarah.
Yeah, you got it. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, we good, guys? Thanks for hanging with us.
Yeah, you guys, hope you got value. Oh, now I'm talking like a marketer.
What's that?
I said, hope you got value. And I was like, oh, I'm talking like a marketer now.
Yeah. Hope you had fun, guys.
You guys have fun tonight? Did you learn something? That would make us happy, I think.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, as always, I've loved doing this with you. I think that, like you said, we offer two different perspectives, but we're usually on the same page for most stuff, which is kind of cool too.
Yeah. So at least we're both doing something right then, right?
Yeah. Sarah says it sounds great. We'll look at hers next time for her.
Beautiful. Awesome. All righty, guys. Have an amazing afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are right now. Love you guys.
Love you guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.